want to discuss the eternal debate that you will come across eventually. Set up on WordPress.com or WordPress.org. There's a lot of similarities and a lot of confusion, so I want to put some order into this question, which if you want to go on WordPress, you will have to tackle at a certain time. WordPress.com, the advantages or what characterizes this website is, first of all, it's completely free. Unless you want to do some advanced customizations or redirecting URLs, but basically it's a free setup. Very, very easy to set up. That's an important point. Basically, you just log onto the site. You can see it in other videos. Just log onto the site, username and password, and that's it. You're in. You're starting to work. You can have a website up in the air in minutes. That's not something to be trifled with. It's very stable. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, website developer company in the world. It is said that 15% of all websites in the world are on WordPress infrastructure, not necessarily WordPress.com, but on WordPress infrastructure. Site is super strong, and you cannot ignore it. You do have limited control on WordPress.com. As you will see in other videos on this website, you need to use widgets to add some spice or content to your website. And the widgets are limited to what WordPress basically supplies. So there is some limited control and limited SEO. Now, this is, I have to say, not that critical today. On WordPress.com, you don't have access to all the SEO data such as keywords or things like that. But today, under Google's new algorithm, anyway, the most important thing in SEO is content and relevant content, new content, and updated content. So the traditional SEO of meta descriptions and meta tags is becoming less important as it is. Just so you know, it's less easy to access on WordPress.com. On the other hand, WordPress.org allows you basically unlimited customizations through what we call plugins. We will have several videos on plugins in this on this website, and really there's no limit to what you can do on WordPress.org. Just even the sky is not the limit, and it's something to seriously consider. The potential is unlimited. If we're talking about SEO control, if we're talking about content control, design, features, there's really unlimited potential. And you need to remember this. You do have direct host access, which means that you can access the host server, which you can't do on .com. And you can, even in the future, if you want to migrate the website, you can do what we call a 301 redirect, things that are important when someone is looking into the future. Now, direct host access is an advantage and also a disadvantage because it gives you a lot of freedom. And I can tell you that I have under my control several WordPress.org websites, and 2 of those I crashed when I started playing around with WordPress.org because I had too much access and I did some things to the server which crashed the website. So that's not necessarily good. WordPress.org is self-hosted, like we just mentioned, and you can see the $sign. It means that it costs money. It's not a lot of money, I have to say. Self-hosting through the traditional web servers today can be between $7, $8, or $9 a month. So that's not it's not going to ruin your business, but just take it into consideration that it costs money. And the main issue with WordPress.org is the time and knowledge that you need in order to set up. You will see on videos in this website, it's not impossible to do it. I personally believe that anyone can set up on WordPress.org, but it's not instinctive. You have to really put some time into it because you need to access the host server first, and then you need to upload WordPress. It's more time consuming and you need a little bit more of knowledge and confidence. So if you're a really, really beginner, maybe it's not the website for you, maybe a little bit later on. So just to summarize, WordPress.com, great for beginners and for short-term sites. For example, let's say that you, as a real estate agent, you want to set up a website for a property that you listed, and you know that this property has a 6 months exclusivity or something like this. You know that this website will only last a few months. I would definitely go with WordPress.com. Anything that is short term, or if you feel that you're a beginner, I just go under the famous Nike slogan, just do it, just go online. WordPress.org is better for advanced user, intermediate to advanced users. But if you're really looking for a long-term website, if it's for your office or for your business as an agent, and you're really looking long-term, I would definitely make the effort of going on WordPress.org, maybe even asking or paying for assistance. It's worth it. The power that WordPress.org gives you is unlimited, and if you're really looking into the future, go for it.